Well, first TikTok and now another app going viral, raising big concerns. Have you heard of Lensa AI? Do your children use it? Well, it's been around since 2018, but only now gaining popularity and taking the internet by storm. So what is it? Well, Lensa AI is a photo and video editing app. It uses artificial intelligence to make photos into digital art, avatars, abstract illustrations, and so much more. Lensa also has various photo and video editing tools, but right now Lensa AI is the most downloaded photo and video app in the App Store. But it's receiving backlash from users and has major privacy concerns that some people are sounding the alarm about. Technology reporter for the Washington Post, Tatum Hunter, joins me. Good evening, Tatum, and tell me, do you have this app? And if you do you have it for work or do you have it because you like it?
So I downloaded this app for work this weekend when I saw kind of the explosive popularity of these so-called magic avatars on social media. So I got a pack of about 100 likenesses of myself. You can see them here. And I guess it's in the eye of the beholder how much they actually resemble me. But these are not edited photos of me. They are the result of an individualized machine learning model based off photos of my face.
Why are some people objecting to this? Is there a security risk involved?
There is a privacy concern here, but it's not from the angle you may think. A lot of people, took to social media to express their concern that this company was using these photos for some nefarious purpose, such as a unified facial recognition system or something. But the real privacy threat is how this model was trained. It was trained by scraping billions of photos off the internet, and that could include photos of people like you and me who didn't give our consent, as well as the work of artists who aren't being compensated.
So, what's the harm? I mean, I look at these photos and I can hardly tell they're you. I mean, I see the resemblance and everything. So where's the real privacy risk? We walk down the street and we've got cameras taking pictures of us. I mean, you go to London, you really get a lot of cameras taking pictures of you, or some other cities, or Beijing. What is it that? Because it's not your real likeness. It's you changed a little bit.
Absolutely. If you take a close look at my results, and especially the results of people with people of darker skin, people who maybe showed cleavage or have cleavage in their photos, it tends to sexualize the output. Where you'll notice that there is a change between the photos you put in and the photos it spits out. And with people with darker skin, you can see a lot more garbled and distorted results because the model does a worse job. And so, like you said, people might not mind the fact that this model was trained off of publicly available photos that could include, your Facebook profile picture from 2009, as one of my colleagues pointed out. But most people's real concern here is that there's not enough guardrails over what people can input into Lensa. I put in photos of myself, but there's nothing stopping me from inputting photos of someone else, or even someone under the age of 13. And because of the kind of sexualized output, that pattern that people are noticing, it really raises the risk of sexual harassment and exploitation.
All right, there's a lot of controversy over TikTok because it's owned by a Chinese company. Is Lensa, is that an American company?
Lensa is based in Sunnyvale, California. According to its LinkedIn, it has a lot of employees working from Cyprus, but 2 of its 4 co-founders used to work for the Russian tech giant Yandex. And that doesn't mean that the app is a privacy threat. Its privacy policy actually looks great compared to a lot of the photo and video editing apps that I look at. But it's always important to know where apps are coming from.
And of course, and we only have 20 seconds left, but I guess the real issue is that people under 18, people over 18. I mean, people over 18 can consent, people under 18 can't consent.
The app says it's only for users over 13, and that's the same as Instagram, for example, says the same thing, and we know that there's a ton of underage users on there. So it really falls to consumers and lawmakers to say, hey, what's going on here, and what are we doing to keep kids safe?
Tatum Hunter, thank you very much. I hope you'll come back.
Thank you.